Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is invertedjokerr and welcome back. If I do end up coughing during the course of this video, I am so sorry because I had the worst cold ever, and I know this is supposed to be a double upload yesterday, but I was so damn sick that I just said screw it all and went to sleep because I felt like I was gonna die. I feel pretty bad today, but I can go ahead and tough through and give you guys what I promised you yesterday. So in my previous anchor video, I left a lot of stones unturned because there's only 3 of us and I really didn't describe things the way that I should have. But in a nutshell, when you are anchoring on an objective and you have a competent team, and you guys have multiple anchors set, so once again, to hit back on the topic, an anchor is a person that's holding down an area and watching certain angles to not only ensure that they are denying someone entry or denying them from planting on, bomb, for example. That's the gist of the anchor position. You have 5 people doing it, or 4 people, or 3 people, or however many anchors you have on a certain objective, depending on your strategy. You're going to be way better off in the long run. But this video, really in a gist, like a nutshell, is going to show really how you should play the anchor and how it takes extreme patience, because a lot of people, when they get collapsed on from multiple angles, like to run around and freak the hell out. But in this video, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about coming up soon, and you'll understand. I'll explain what's going on and why I'm doing certain things as I do them. So here we go. Without further ado, here in a second, you're gonna see Mute run up and put a shield next to me. That's to deny the guy from lockers running around the corner and shooting me in my head while I'm laying down, and I'm playing green boxes. So green boxes is where I spawned at in the beginning of this video. Once again, sorry for coughing. These green boxes right here. We didn't have an impact to blow the pallet out, and that's a lot harder in angle to play on Xbox than it is on PC, because you don't really get all the quite all the fine aiming that you would before, but it still works because you're going to weaken somebody at bare minimum from here. But we didn't have anything to take that out, and that's okay. So here in a second, right about... Well, anyway, you're going to see Ash shooting at Mute here in a second on the stairs. So I know I have Ash to worry about. And Rook and Blue Barrels is going to end up letting me know when they're pushing the drop. Once again, here's Ash. She kills our Mute. And I'm just going to sit here and I'm going to play this angle. And I'm going to wait and see what happens. I have no reason to move. I have no reason to run around and freak the fuck out because I had one teammate die. And after I do, try to deny stairs the best that I can, I'm going to rotate over when I see that Rook dies, but I'm not going to overextend because I know and I can hear when the person in Blue Barrels drops. I can hear when that person drops from garage, and I have no reason to rush right in there and challenge because I know for a fact that's going to be Blackbeard, because my teammates are going to call out that it was Blackbeard. So right there, bam, Rook dies. I saw somebody on stairs, and I'm not going to, overextend those stairs and worry about that person yet, because all I need to worry about is Blackbeard, and he has a better angle on me there. Like if I try to challenge that pixel peak, I'm gonna die. And then I come back, take care of a guy on stairs, and there's no reason to overextend again. So that right there, that little gunfight altercation I got into, that's gonna drive Blackbeard back. I hear the hatch beside me getting popped, and I'm not gonna freak out. I'm gonna challenge Blackbeard because when he's laying down that quickly, there is no way in hell that his head's going to be covered. And that just gives me time to turn and hit Thermite that I hear dropping as I'm killing Blackbeard. I think Thermite maybe, was just didn't really exactly know what was going on, even though this is a ranked match. And the other team was communicating actually pretty well throughout the course of this game, surprisingly. And yeah, so in a nutshell, Aiden in here, he is smoke. He's playing projectors. He couldn't see the guy that killed me initially because of the angle that he was playing, and I called him out right as I died, so that gave him the time to turn and kill this guy once again. So this clip right here, this what you're about to see, it has nothing to do with anchoring per se, but what I can give you guys is a little bit of insight. So this is one of the games that we were playing that you just flat out cannot win a defense round for whatever reason, and we noticed that the other team was like attacking only one way, so they would either rush cave or they would rush all 5 down blue, which is the garage tunnel or utility for you guys that use the actual game callouts that you see on your compass. And I was just completely fucking over it, so I said fuck it, I'm not anchoring, I'm not holding an angle, I'm going to go up and I'm going to take care of it. My initial plan was, because they were spawning main gate over and over again, was I was going to get a pick or two and then I was going to rotate back down to objective. But when they didn't come that way, I knew that there was only one of two places they could go. They're not going to be pushing strip, so they either spawn cave or they spawned over by garage and they're going to push blue. Well, here I'm on the cams, which were amazingly placed cameras by Valkyrie. I see that. By the way, I don't think you can see that, but I saw Fuse starting to move towards bar, so I'm just going to hang out right here and pop him when he walks around the corner. Now, the reason I didn't shoot the records right off break was I didn't want anybody to even think for a moment that I could be in here, and that was just terrible droning by Fuse. I don't know why you would go into bar blind, because if he'd just took the second to drone me, it would have all been fine. So my teammates called out that blue hatch got hit, so I know Thermite still has to be in there because I didn't hear him running around. And right here he goes and peeks that, so I take care of that. And then I'm going to check the cameras again here in a second once I make my way back into the hatch above blue. That way I know exactly where Blackbeard was, because I'm not going to run into garage and challenge from behind, because on the camera the first time I checked it, I saw Thermite drop a claymore, and fuck that. So I see Blackbeard still here, and I'm just going to sit here and wait it out on the camera. I really don't care. If I get killed at this point, I've done my job as a roamer and I got them all scared. So I see him drop down and he's going to run towards blue. And I'm not going to be having any of that. But I keep looking back up because I don't know where in the hell Capito is, because he's just been unaccounted for this whole round so far. So I do get the kill on Blackbeard, as you guys can see. Here in a second, one of my teammates is going to get Ash. Wait for it. Okay. There, he got Ash, and then one of them calls that Capito is on stairs, and I'm just going to go ahead and go challenge it because we got the numbers. They're not in a big rush to challenge. They're just going to hold angles. I mean, we got Mute coming up, but he's still going to hold the angle, and bam, Capito is dead. So if you guys have any trouble when you're anchoring, just being able to hold your angles, even if it's a map that's like, you know, there's a lot of choke points and all that, like on Clubhouse, if you guys are getting all out rushed, that is when it's time to straight up run a roamer. Like, there's nothing you can do besides that but run a roamer and try to slow them down, or run traps like Capkin and Frost, and that will 100% of the time slow down their attack, especially if they're rushing into things and they're rushing the same exact fucking way every time that they do it, and you just don't know what in the hell you're going to do about it. That's when it's time to go ahead and do those things. So if you feel overwhelmed, or like they're running the same way and there's nothing you can do to stop them, nothing that you can do to stop them, just patiently roam. Like, you don't have to full on fucking run around, you know. If I would have stayed in garage there and waited for him to come into garage, I probably would have died, because at that point I give myself a 5v1 situation rather than picking them off one by one like you saw in the clip before this. And I'm sorry that today's upload was like not as super in-depth as it usually is, or I didn't go over the top with explaining things, but I figured just like a commentary on what I was doing and what I was thinking would be a good idea. So if you guys liked it, let me know in the comments down below. I'll definitely, I'm going to be uploading really consistent this week to get back into the groove of things. I've been really stressed out, worried about competing and all that, like I mentioned in my last video, so I'm not going to keep rambling on about the points that I've already proven or I've already talked about in this video, but I've been worried about those things, and I just decided that I'm going to make a new team this season and fuck everybody that was around before. So I'm going to be teaming with Jackal Impacts. Everybody go fucking spam his ass. Go find him on my friends list on Xbox and just spam him with fucking with invites and friend requests and fucking messages and shit. Drive his ass insane. Just tell him that you look forward to seeing him play with me. I don't know. Just go say hi to him. He's a nice guy. He's a good sport. He'll play with you guys. And yeah, so until next time, my name's invertedjokerr. Be looking forward to an upload every fucking day this week, whether I am dying of being sick or not. Until next time, my name's invertedjokerr, and I'm signing out. Oh yeah, and P.S. sometime this week I'm dropping a sick-ass montage that I'm going to be putting a lot of work into, so look forward to that as well.